good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are right now watching this video. I'm so honored to really be here with you all, and I just want to thank you so much for showing up and for being here and allowing and attracting me into your life right now. I am so passionate about helping people, and for me, helping people end suffering. And I know that when we hold on to a lot of feelings, thoughts, emotions, past experiences, memories, that we suffer because we don't know how to move through it. And I know that I am here on this earth right now to end suffering in people. And this is how I know I'm called to do it. I am a Reiki level 2 healer, and I have been on the spiritual journey my whole life. I look back on my whole life and I'm like, I thought I was going crazy, but no, I was not. I was just different, awake, different, spiritual, and just had the knowing from a very, very young age. So thank you so much for being here. I am so honored to take you through a 7-day chakra aligned to your divine energy course. So the tools that I give don't require you to have anything else, but I will use other tools. If you have them, you can use them. But predominantly, I want to make sure that you have yourself as the tool, and everything really in your life. You can use an external tool, but the intention is the tool. The intention is the most strongest tool you can use. So I'm not sure if you know what sage is. Sage is a energy cleanser. So it cleanses energy from your environment, also around your body as well. It is amazing. So if you have sage, I have a bowl. I use it in a bowl. I take a bit off and light the sage. So it will smoke a little bit. So I also use this just to cleanse the energy around me as well. So first, we are going to transmute energy. I have posted up a very short video, straight to the point. It's transmute energy. So let's do it together. You can do it however you like. You can have your hands open on your knees. You can have the prayer position, hands, however you like. I just go with the flow now. Wherever my energy is asking me to move, to flow, to bring in, do that. Do what you were called to do. So I call upon my guides, my ancestors, my loved ones, my ascended masters, to engulf me in their love, to cleanse my mind, body, soul, spirit. I ask that you engulf me in your love. I ask that you transmute all energies that do not serve my highest good, and transmute them into love, into the world. As I breathe in love. I breathe in the energies. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. And let's do this 3 times. Breathe in. Hold for 3. And breathe out. Breathe in. Big belly breath. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out. And just feel it all leaving your body. Breathe in. Hold for 3. Breathe out. You'll want to do a big sigh, a big let go when you're breathing out. You just want to let it all out. Do that as many times as you feel you need it. Throughout the day, you're being triggered, something will happen. So today I'm wearing red. Today's about the root chakra. Root chakra is the heaviest of all chakras. We hold so much, that smoke. We hold so much in the root chakra. So I do have a clearing and balancing your chakras. I want you to know that it's okay that when you share stuff right now that you read verbatim, which is word for word off something. We don't need to be perfect to help heal people. We don't need to be perfect. We don't need to know everything off the top of our head. We can read off information to help people. And I'm totally okay with that. So, the root chakra. So, I'm going to explain to you what it means when it's underactive, when it's overactive, when it's balanced, and how it shows up physically. and then we're going to balance it. So when your root chakra, when you're unbalanced, when you are not grounded, you neglect yourself. You you may not be all of these, maybe some of these. Underweight, poor discipline and boundaries, depression, passivity, lethargy, so being tired, chronic disorganization, fear of change, feelings of not belonging. Now, if it's overactive, overeating, craving unhealthy foods, paranoia, nervousness, aggression, dominant behavior, addiction to adrenaline activities, hoarding, material fixation. So when you're balanced, when your root chakra is balanced, when you are grounded and you are balanced, you're abundant health and energy, feeling grounded and settled, comfortable with own body, sense of safety and security, happiness in job, career, satisfied with life, and material prosperity. The way an ungrounded emotions sit in your root chakra is vulnerability, is fear, is scarcity, is, not worthy, not deserving. So even, and this is why we need to constantly be grounding ourselves and working on our root chakra, is because if you've been taught from a young age that you're not deserving of something or you're not worthy, then you're constantly going to keep coming out of alignment with your root chakra. If it's overactive and you are overeating and you are just feeling spacey, feeling like you've lost control, it is those things that are going to constantly pull you out of alignment as well. So we need to ground and balance. So how does it show up in your physical body as physical symptoms? Constipation, lower back and sciatica, issues with legs, feet, knee, groin, hips, ankle, the rectal anal problems, frequent illness, deficient and excessive. So that means that either you're not going to the toilet enough or you're going too much. Because the root chakra sits at the base of the body, base of the spine, down the bottom. This is where all the reproductive organs are. This is where, you go to the toilet, everything like that. So this is why it affects that area. So if you're feeling constipated, it's over. If you're feeling, constipated is under. And if you're going too much, it's over. So we need to balance that out. So the purpose of your root chakra is survival, security, stability. Its location at the base of the spine, and the color is red. The element is earth, and the sound is C sound. So you can use essential oils if you like essential oils. You can use basil, ciderwood, cilantro, myrrh, patchouli, vetiver, white fir, grounding blend, massage blend, protective brain. So have an affirmation. I will have affirmations for you. I'm a divine being of light. I'm peaceful, protected, and secure. To balance your root chakra, I want you to close your eyes, and I want to imagine an energy coming down through the top of your head, down through your head, down your nose, down through your inner, through your heart, through your stomach, and down to the base of your spine. I want you to breathe in deep to that place. I want you to breathe in a deep, red, vibrant light. Breathe that in down to your root chakra. I want you to see red in your eyes. I want everything to be red. Everything needs to be a vibrant red. I want you to breathe in 3 times, really deep, beautiful red light. You're breathing in. You can see it while your eyes are closed. Just red. Hold for 3. And breathe out from your chakra. Breathe out. Imagine the energy. It means imagine the energy is coming out from that place. Breathe in. it all go from there. Another way to ground your root chakra is to go outside with bare feet on the ground, on the grass, and imagine there's 2 tree trunk roots on the bottom of your feet. I'm going to show you. Oh, one here and one here. You want to imagine on both feet really thick roots, and you want to stand on the grass and you'll want to imagine that those roots are going deeper and deeper into the earth, so deep that you're grounding your energy in with the earth, just grounding yourself. You can also, so once you do that, you feel a lot more grounded. You can walk around barefoot as well. It's very good. Grounding is very good for your health, your physical health as well. Another way that you can ground yourself is to imagine your life cord, your ether cord, and imagine that is going down to the center of the earth, is going down to the core of the earth, and it is attached there. And that is another way you can ground yourself. You can ground yourself by dancing, anything that helps make you feel really amazing in yourself, something that makes you feel worthy, something that makes you feel deserving, but something in yourself. I am worthy of this. I am worthy of sitting down and taking time to read a book. I am worthy of sitting down and watching a movie. It's taking that back. It's eating red foods. Anything that is red is really good for grounding. Wearing red clothes, looking at anything red, anything associated with red is going to help you be balanced. It's going to help you be grounded. And when you're grounded, you just feel so different. You feel really clear-headed, but you feel really calm. So I hope that's really helped you today. In the description below, I'm going to have for you a short root chakra meditation that you can listen to during the day or as you go to sleep at night. Other tools that you can do some journaling. Journaling is really good just to let everything out. And the great thing is that you can connect to your ancestors, your spirit, through writing. When you journal and you just start writing and you're not thinking, all of a sudden you'll realize that you're not really writing anymore. Something's taken over. That's your soul message. That is one of the easiest ways to receive some messages from spirit. Listening to your intuition. I would love for you to spend time listening to your intuition. What does that thing in you say when someone says something and your instant reaction is no, but your mouth says yes? Or your mouth says no, but your body says yes? How many of you disassociate with what's coming out of your mouth and what your body feels? Because we have been programmed to always say yes, to always be there, to always say yes, when in actual fact our inside voice says no. So what are we teaching our kids? What are we teaching people about us, how to treat us? I'm going to go on so-and-so because they always say yes. That is another way that you become unbalanced, when you are not listening to yourself because you're saying yes to people when you don't want to, because you deserve to spend that time on yourself, because you deserve to stay in bed and watch movies, because you deserve that downtime. But if we're constantly on the go and saying yes to people and not listening to what our body needs, that is how we become unbalanced and ungrounded. So please, what I did, and this is about boundaries as well. Actually, I want to share you about boundaries. Boundaries is the way that I explain it to people, is that I'm a house and I didn't have a front door or windows. And as I was going out about my everyday life, especially school pickup, especially down the street, I would be out and I'd be saying to people, how are you? And, people have always shared with me, they always tell me everything. But what that was doing is that was leaving me with emotions of other people. And the way that I can explain that is in a physical sense to understand, is that they were coming into my house and having a party and leaving a mess everywhere. They would walk in with muddy shoes. And so when they left, I was looking at this place going, I feel like shit. Look at all this mess everywhere. Like, this is not mine. So this happened with lots of people. So what I did is I put a door on, windows, and no one could get in. And then I cleaned up the inside and I really started understanding what boundaries meant. So I went and researched it. What are boundaries? What are healthy boundaries? I didn't know. I wasn't taught. So when a friend of mine rang me and she said, hey, and she asked me for something, our first instinct is to say yes. So I had to think about this beforehand. And I said to her, can I get back to you? Because I'm learning boundaries and I just really want to sit with this and I want to think about it first, because I want to, I want to take back that control in my life and not just say yes to everything. I need to make sure that I'm available, that I'm physically available, that I'm mentally, emotionally available to be able to show up for people without depleting myself even more. So it was me actually saying to those people around me, I'm setting boundaries. Let me get back to you. Because now when I mark something, I can actually stop and think about it, because I don't need to jump and ask a question. I now look at the people in my life and I can now see where I position them. Some people are allowed in my house, and you'd be surprised how many people that is. It's not many. Not many people are allowed to come into my house and stay for a long time. There are other people who I invite in for short amount of periods of time, and only 2 people have a key, which my partner has one. And he goes, I have a key. And I'm like, yeah, but I've got a deadlock on there. So, I choose when he comes in. And you know what? No one actually lives in my house but me. People may have keys and come in because I know that they truly respect me on every single level. I know that when they are sharing things with me, that they are very respectful. Not that other people aren't respectful, but people aren't on the same consciousness level. There are people who stay solely in the front yard. My friend was having a meltdown one day and I was just like, whoa, this is at the start of everything. So I didn't let her into my house, but I imagined myself hanging out the window talking to her, because I was like, I can't let this in because emotionally I'm not available for this. I can't do this. So there are people that stay in the front yard. There are people who are out in the street. And when I really understood that I was just boundarying things that made me feel like shit, that weren't for my highest good, then I truly understood that I was allowed to protect myself. And you are too. You are not selfish for setting boundaries. You are not selfish for putting yourself first, no matter what anybody says. Because shame is the lowest energy form of consciousness. Shame. And that's what's held in the root chakra as well. If you have a look, if you search the consciousness scale, you will have a look at where you sit. Depression is another thing that sits in the root chakra. Though when people get angry, that is actually midway through the lower consciousness scale. Shame is the lowest, then guilt. And when someone feels anger, they actually feel something. But what do? We don't know how to deal with that. And be like, don't be angry. We bust them back down to shame and guilt. When they get angry, go, yeah, so you should be angry. Yeah, tell me how that makes you feel. Yeah, how are we going to get through this? Don't be angry. When somebody comes through and is open and sharing, just support. Just be like, how does that make you feel? What can I do? What do you need? That's a good one. When people are having meltdowns, you turn around and instead of going, oh, do you want this? Do you want that? Just go, what do you need right now? My partner wasn't having a good day, and I had learned, what do you need? And I said to him, what do you need right now? And he goes, I need to be left alone. I'm like, stay in here, watch TV. I'm out here with the kids. Because he could tell me what he needed instead of me trying to say, do you need this? Do you need that? What do you need right now? What do you need right now? Go and do that. I am sending you all so much love. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I am on Instagram at Nay's Purpose. I've also, please hit subscribe. There will be 7 days of these amazing, incredible videos to help you shift. Please journal, please release, please let it all go. Think of a basketball underwater. At first, it's fun. It's like, I can hold it under, but they're your feelings, they're your emotions, they're your past. You're holding it under there. And you don't want to let it go because you know what? It's going to smack you in the face. It's going to hurt because we get so used to holding everything down. But what you need to know is that smack in the face, the pain goes away. Holding it down, you carry it and it's heavy. It's heavy. I'm here to guide, support, and love you in any way that I can. Please reach out on Instagram, on here. or my email renee.entrepreneur@gmail.com. Cannot wait to see you again tomorrow. Blessings to all.